Now, swapping using the centralized exchanges is great when the token you want is on the same chain as the token that you're wanting to swap over to. But what if that's not the case? What if you have USDT on the Binance Smart Chain, but what you want is, say, Litecoin?
I
Now,
have.
for situations like that, particularly if the token you're wanting isn't supported by any Web3 wallets like MetaMask, then you would want to use a cross-chain service such as SimpleSwap or FixFloat. SimpleSwap is available in more places, but FixFloat has slightly lower exchange fees. I'm just going to go with SimpleSwap since more people here are going to have access to it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap USDT on the BSC chain over to Litecoin on the Litecoin chain. And I'm going to swap 20 USDT over. And you see that gives me a quote for 0.15 LTC. So I'll go ahead and hit the exchange button. Now, this doesn't connect with your Web3 wallet at all, so there's some things that you're going to have to do manually. Like, excuse me, like for example, here you see it's asking for my Litecoin address. Now, again, MetaMask doesn't support Litecoin, so what we have to do is use another wallet. Like, for example, in my case, I use Exodus, and hopefully you all can see this. Sometimes Zoom blocks it out. Do you see my... I'm sorry, did you say something, Brett?
No, no, I was just looking at, that's Exodus.
Yes. Generally speaking, that's my wallet of choice for newbies who want to get into multi-chain dealings, but also need more than what a Web3 wallet can provide. Like, for example, if they want to hold Bitcoin or Litecoin, for example. So SimpleSwap was wanting my Litecoin address, so I'll go ahead and click Proceed, and you'll see my Litecoin address right here. I'll go ahead and copy that. Then I'll go back over to SimpleSwap and paste that in. And you see the price fluctuate just a bit between the time we were talking. And now it's going to get another quote. And we'll click Create an Exchange. I generally don't recommend waiting a long time to get that going, but again, TV. All right, so we can see here that we have a deposit address that SimpleSwap has given us. This is the address we're going to send our 20 USDT to. So we can go ahead and click this button here that looks like two pieces of paper, and that'll copy that wallet address. Then we'll go up to MetaMask, and we'll then go to Tether USD, then hit send. We'll paste in that address and type in 20 USDT. Then hit continue and confirm. All right, MetaMask shows the transaction has been completed. So now,
That went to your LTC wallet? Or
no,
no?
what this did is it went over to SimpleSwap's wallets for USDT on the Binance Smart Chain.
Right, okay, gotcha.
Right, so right now we're just waiting on SimpleSwap to see that deposit. And how long this takes depends on the chain that you're on and what chain that you're swapping to. Like, for example, we can see that it's only on exchanging, but if you were doing something like, say, swapping Ethereum over to Bitcoin, be prepared to be here for a while. That's part of the reason why I chose Litecoin as part of my swap pair, because Litecoin is typically relatively fast. And you can see that it's already sending that Litecoin over. So we'll go ahead and go back over to Exodus.
There it
And there it
is.
is.
Done. That's fast.
Yep, it shows up as receiving in Exodus, so it hasn't quite been confirmed yet, but it's pretty much a done deal. And you see that now the amount of Litecoin is worth 18.99. So the exchange took out a little bit of a bite, but it's not really that bad, wouldn't you all say?
101.
Right. And again, if this was a swap pair that's had really high gas fees or transaction fees, like again, the case of Bitcoin to Ethereum or vice versa, then that fee would have been much, much higher
Mm-hmm.
and would have taken a lot longer. All right, so that was relatively straightforward. Does anyone have any questions on that method before we move on?
Do you have a tutorial on that? Like, cause it's not real, user friendly. Like I got it. I kind of got it figured out, but I just need something to go over. Like, it would be nice to go over it a couple times before, because I just probably my fault. I'd probably lose something.
You could probably just use this video. This is going to be posted to YouTube.
Okay, perfect. Super. Yep, that's all.
Question.
Yes,
What you just used, is that also a way to change USDT from, let's say, the Ethereum chain over to USDT on the Binance chain?
if you have gas, if you have Ethereum, then yes, absolutely. That would be a good way to do that.
What do they use on the Ethereum for gas fees? Do you know?
Ethereum.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay.
Are there any more questions?
Is BNB the only gas fee? Like, that's what they use on the MetaMask, but do they use it on any other finance program?
So they use BNB on a couple different chains, a couple of which are depreciated at this point. There's one that's sort of a layer 2 to the Binance Smart Chain that also uses the BNB coin or Binance coin, but in general, most of the time you see each different chain has their very own different native gas token.
Okay.
So, Ethereum has Ethereum, Polygon has Matic, the Binance Smart Chain has the Binance coin, Avalanche has AVAX, and so on and so on.
Okay. Thank you, Hunter.